in last class or the classes when we were talking regarding the test ng, we have seen that there are a lot of the annotations, and at that time we were not able to cover up all the annotations. We have covered up some of the annotations now in the last week classes, and from there only we have one annotation that is known as data provider. This is the annotations that is present from the test ng. That time we didn't discuss because that time we felt that it is not required. Now we are going to discuss over here. And what is the example we are going to take over here is that we will give, we will try to log into the Facebook. Okay, we will try to log into the Facebook with the different users ID and with different passwords. Out of which, if there is any correct password, if there is any correct credential, then going to, otherwise it will not log. That is the work we are going to do. But in a single test script, we are going to execute things. We are not going to log again and again with the credential. So for this purpose only, we are taking the help of the annotation that is known as data provider. Data provider is simply going to provide data to the, it will take the calling function or the test cases. Okay, how it will provide and how it will take the data, that is the example demo we need to focus over here. So if we have the normal user ID and password, we can directly give it into the Selenium script and it will take, and then we will provide the functions for the click option, and it is going to click on that one. Then it will take, if it is correct, then it will log in, otherwise it is not login. So at here at your screen, you will be able to see the examples that I have taken the help of the facebook.com. And for logging to this one, we require the email or the phone number into this field and user or that password for this field. Then once you give the user or the email and then password over here, then you need to go to this, click on this login button. Okay, if your details are correct, it will simply logged in, otherwise it will give you the failure kind of the message. So if it is from your script, you need to provide the single user ID and password, you can easily give that one. But I will give you one task that you have to make use of the 3 different users and passwords in a single script only. In a single test script only, you need to make use of 3 different users and 3 different passwords. How you can give that to the Facebook from the Selenium? What is the possibility for that one? Is it possible or not? First
It
we'll,
is right. It is
how?
possible with just by directly entering it.
No, we are not directly entering it. Okay, we are not directly going to enter. So
Oh, you see encrypted passwords, right?
no direct password you have to give, but 3 times. First time,
Okay.
second time, third time,
And
like
then
that one again and again. Okay. You need to run your test script single time, and you need to give the 3 different or 4 or whatever the number you wish, you can give n number of the times you can give the credential. Okay.
yeah.
How we can do it? So for that work only, we have the annotation that is known as @ data provider. Data provider is simply which is taking the data and going to provide somewhere. So did you remember the concept of the arrays?
Yes, Vikram.
So what we are doing in that one? In that array,
We
we
are putting
are storing multiple value, but the name will be same. There is a
same. Yeah.
single name of the array, and we are storing the multiple value into that one. Okay. If we are going for looking for the double dimension array, we can have the concept of the row and columns. Okay. The same concept we will apply over here only. Okay. So before going to apply that one, first we will focus how our code will be designed. So the code will be very simple. Only you have to take the help of a single annotation. Okay. And you can make use of that one. So at your screen, you will be able to see one test script over here. That is the known as login Facebook is the name of the test script, and it is accepting the username password from somewhere. From where it is accepting, we will discuss. We have seen one similar example. In that case, we were giving the password from the testng XML suite, right? We were
Mhm.
running that one. Now
Yes.
we are not making use of that one. We are passing the username and password from somewhere into this test method. Just assume that you have the user and password now. In this login, you have the user and password. Okay. So what is the first work you have to do? Open the Firefox, maximize. If you want to wait for a particular time unit, you can wait. Otherwise, you can simply open the facebook.com. And here you need to give the driver dot find element by id. Why? Which one? So this one, this email. You right click over here, inspect with the firebug, and here you will get the id is simply pointing the email. So id value is email. Just check it for the password field also, and for the password the id is pass. So the same thing, you can see driver dot find element by ID, which ID? By email ID and by password. After finding, what we are doing in that text box. So this is the text box. In this text box, we need to type something. How we can type? Prasanti, you have already executed this example, right?
Yeah, dots and keys.
To pass the value into these text boxes.
Yeah. Dots and keys, Vikram.
Yes. So dot send key is the method, okay, by which you can send the data. So what data you are going to send? So data, it is not specified over here. It is only having the username and password it is written. And these two parameters it is taking from this methods parameter. You can see the user and the password. Okay. Whatever the it is taking, it will be, suppose it is taking Prasanti as the username and password is the Selenium. So that you from anywhere if you are passing, that two are going to copy it over here, and that same is going to be copied into this one also. The user, instead of this username, Prasanti will be sent, and for this send key, the password will be the Selenium will be sent. Now,
Mhm.
once you successfully provided this one, what you have to do? You need to click on this login, right? So
Yeah.
simply click over here. You can take anyone. I'm taking the Firepath now. Okay, or you can take the ID also. That will be easy. If you click on ID, you can be able to see input ID equal to u underscore o underscore m. Make sure sometimes this ID is also going to change. That's what we were taking the help of the Firepath. But whenever you are going to run this one, in your case, there may be chances that this ID will be not same. So whatever the ID it is suggesting you, just simply provide the same ID over here. Now you can see driver dot find element by ID, and whatever the ID it is for the login, you need to give the same. Okay. So make
Okay.
sure whatever the ID it is suggesting. In my case, yesterday I was running, it was giving some other ID, now it is giving this one. Okay. So it will depend, some it will change also. So by that ID and
Vikram, then in such cases, what value should we take, Vikram, which is same throughout?
so today it will not change. Okay. If I log in after
Yeah.
the in that case you try to take the help of the fire path, the X path.
You mean XPath. Okay.
Yes.
Because what I mean is, we write a test case and we run that test case for the next 4-5 months.
Yes.
So
So in that case you can take the help of the others, other
okay.
locators.
Okay, which should mean XPath doesn't change, Vikram.
No.
Okay.
There may be chances that it is also going to modify if you are going to open
Mhm.
into some other browsers, or it may be some updated version, so it may be okay. But first
Okay.
you try to check that one. Okay, once you will click on that login, what you have to do, you simply either you can wait for a few seconds or you simply print the title of the web page where you have login. So here you have login to the Facebook, so Facebook will be your title. But if you successful login to the Facebook, the title is going to change. If it is failure, it will not print that same title. Okay. Then you need to repeat this one. So this one is a simple example for the login. But here we are looking that we are going to take the help of the data provider annotations, means the data is going to be taken from somewhere. Okay, it is not going to be taken directly from these two parameters. So from where we are going to take the data and how we can take the data. So for that purpose, we can make use of the @test annotations with the parameter field as the data provider. Make sure this data provider should be the small data. Okay, because this is the parameter it is going to ask. Now it will ask you from where you want to take the data. So you can give the from, suppose you are taking the data from somewhere. So how it will be going to connect each other. Okay, now it is asking the data provider and it will ask the data from some. So in my test case only I have written over here. See this one public. I will, but before that you can see the annotation @data provider. And what is the name of the name is Facebook data. What name you will give? Okay, so the data from this one, and you can whatever the name you have given over there, the same the name you
Vikram,
want.
we are having a problem with your voice again, Vikram. It's breaking off.
I'm not audible.
It's breaking off.
Don't know what is the problem. Everything is working fine, net speed and everything.
Now looks like it again it's back to normal, Vikram.
Okay, it may be due to some issue. It is not any the net issue. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because
Because
now it's
here I have taken the 3 headphones. I tried
oh,
but all are same condition.
okay. I can hear that disturbance sounds in between now.
Yes. So here it is telling, I was telling that at the provider annotation will have one name, and the name whatever you will give, the same name you should give over here as a parameter. Okay. Both the name should be same. Then only it will take the data. So this is how we are linking this test script with the other function. This is the data provider field, and how we are linking this one by making use of this name Facebook data. Now whatever the data we will send from here, that will be stored into one variable known as Facebook data, and that is same going to apply over here. So whatever the username and password first time you will send, it will copy to these two locations, same it will copy to this location, and it will going to open by that one. So how and what will be the format? So just now I was talking regarding the array of the multiple dimension, right?
Yes.
So if you take the multiple dimension array, that array is the disadvantage that the data should be of similar type. Means first time if you are logging with the name, your name. Second time if you are logging with the user as your mobile number. So in that two cases, you are using the two different data types, right? So we have learned in the Java that there is a concept of the collection, right? Which can take any type of the data, not the array list and that type of the things, object.
True.
Yes. So same time, simply what is it is, don't worry about this one. You can see this object, it is of the 2-dimension array, seed of what we have given, we are passing the object. Okay, what is this object? So object is the super of everything, whatever the class it is, whether the string or whether it is the user defined array. So for that purpose, this object is the super every class. Okay, so whatever the type of parameter you will take, this object is going to accept that one. And remaining thing, rest of the things you can see. Object 2-dimension array, this is the name of the array, and here I am taking the parameter object array size as the 3 or 2, 3 row and 2 columns. Why? Because these 3 is going to represent the 3 different rows. Okay, and 2 is one for the 2 means 2 column, 1 column for the username and second for the password. So that is, it will be fixed. Okay, username, password, username, password, username, password, only it is going to fix. And if you want to take more cases, you can take over, you can increase this field. For also, whatever you will take, that number of times you need to provide the user. Here provide the username and password. Here date of 00 means the first field. What is the value? The value is the admin one, and date one means into the next column. The value I have given as the demo. It means that first time user will be the admin one and password will be the demo. Okay, so this data we are returning from this method. How to return? So this method is going to return some data to field, going to be copied over here. Same is going to be applied on the annotations at the rate test. There it is taking the. So first time I have given as the admin one as the username, first field and second field as the demo. Admin one will be copied to the username and demo will be copied to this password. Okay, I have given the second times, that is the, this is the email ID and this is the password. So what will happen next time? This will be your username. If it is successful, it will log in. If it is not successful, then also it will give you that not successful and close the browser. Next time again it will take this data and it will try to log in. If it is successful, it will log in, or it will times, right? Is it fine?
Yes, Vikram.
Here I think again some issue with this. Yes. So what will happen? It will take your data from I1 and it is going to pass the same data on the this data provider at the rate test annotation parameters. So this is the only thing, and here we require only the Selenium standalone server jar and testng. If you wish, you can provide, otherwise it will automatically going to take. So just let's run this one as the testng, because there is no main method, it is only the test case is there. See, the test case is going to start executed now. And we have passed the 3 different username and password, so it is going to open the browser 3 times. Wait for some time. first time the browser is getting opened, see the operations it is going to perform. Facebook page is open. See, it is pointing to the email and it will take the first value. Whatever the value you have given, it will take. Then it will try to log in. See the email address, admin1 password. It is not visible. We have given the demo. Now it is saying that password is incorrect. So it will not log. It will simply get closed. Okay. See the URL now, means the console window. It is telling that logging to the Facebook. That was the title it has captured. Now we have the two more cases. So it will again take the second one. Again it is opening the Facebook. We type the email and password. Try, if both are correct, it will log in. See this, the email ID and password both are correct, so it has logged, means in successfully. Well, also we have waited for some times. See the now title. Title is because the notification Facebook, that is now it is for third time. Here also it will take the two parameters. If both the credentials are good, it will simply log in, or you will get the error message if it is wrong. Now it is wrong, so it is again going to give you the URL and it's going to close. Now we will see the console. What is the console we have got? You can see first time this is the title, log into the Facebook. This is not successful. Second time it was the correct username and password, so it has loaded that time, and this was the title. Third time this was the title. Here you can see only the second time it has executed successful, right? It has successful login because the credential were correct. Now you can see the below, it is telling you the pass means it has successfully passed. Test was successfully passed, means it has tried to attempt there, but due to invalid credential, that is not able to log in. But successfully taken the first username and password, it has assigned to that one also, and it has tried to log in. But if it is not correct, it will not log in, but it is successfully passed. It has taken the first parameter, second parameter and third parameter. So in the case over here you can see it is going to tell the message like whatever it is assigned, that is successfully passed. The test case is successfully passed, but only you will get the output of the titles where that is successfully login. It is telling that test was successfully passed. Okay, but login was successful at the second one only. So this is the reason you can see here that it is telling that run 3 and there is zero failure, zero escape. Means it didn't fail. Okay, your test was not failed. You are only successful, but your login was not fail. So that's why it is telling that the failure zero or escape zero. Getting this point? This is how we can provide the data from from the annotation using the data provider.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Uh, is there any way that we can encrypt the password while giving it?
No, sorry, it's not possible over here. In the coding, we cannot encrypt that one. Whatever the password you will give over here, that will be into the normal string format. But at the login time, you have seen that Facebook, it was in the, okay. So that is not possible.
Okay.
Now, I will tell one example. Suppose if you are logging to one website, okay. Any website, suppose if you are logging, I am logging to the Karnataka state, that is a bus services website. Okay. Here, if you search for this website, you can see there is a from to, then it is having the date and everything. Okay. If you don't provide the form from, if you don't provide the to, what will happen if you are going to simply click on the search services? If you click on this search services, it will ask you this, it will give you this prompt now that you should give this message from place is required, and if you are not going to click on this okay, you cannot be able to click anywhere. Getting this point? So this is the case. Now the case is how you can handle this type of alerts. Okay, how we can handle this type of alerts, because this is one of the alert message, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. So if you are now, if you are not clicking on this okay, you cannot be able to click anywhere. So our next job is to handle this type of alerts. In this alert, what we are going to do, we are going to capture the messages also. What is the messages that is coming from this alert? So here the message is ASRTC and says that from place is required. That message we will also capture. How we can handle, and even we have the parameter that we can click on this okay. That is the next example. It will be into the next section. So for that purpose, you can see alert window. Yes, it's a hardly 5 to 10 lines of the code only, nothing extra over here also. So if you look at this code, you can see what is the code is going to tell you. It's the normal test case over here with the public void. Alert demo is the name of the test case, and it is simply opening the browser. It is maximizing, then it is up to this one, it is fine. Now what it is telling, how we can capture that type of the messages. So here we are going to simply click on the URL, means on the button. Which button? This search services. Okay. So here we have to open it into the Mozilla, because that is not possible. The Google Chrome. Yes. So here what we have to do, we have to click directly onto this search services. So right click over here and you can make use of anyone. Okay. So here at your screen, the XPath for this field is available. If you go for this search services directly, this will be your XPath. Okay, XPath is nothing but it is a path from the starting of this page. So starting, you can see HTML page was started, inside that body was there, then we have the particular division. So this may be one division, this may be one division. Okay, it is a detail how the things is available into the web pages. If you want, you can go and learn the HTML also, because HTML is required, not so much but only the basics. Okay, so this is the XPath. Now we will copy this one and we will give this XPath into this driver.find element by XPath, and here already that is present. Now click. What we have to do? We have to click on that search buses. If there is any kind of the alert is present, okay, it will first, let me comment this one. We have the different facilities. What it is telling. We have one class, and that class is present into the, that class name is alert, and that is present into the Selenium only. So for that you don't have to add separate jar files, only it will take from the Selenium standalone server. In this one we have the facility like alert, then object equal to driver dot switch to, where you want to switch. Earlier we have seen this switch to methods by using the switching case into the new window. Now we want to directly switch to the alert. If any alert is coming, if from this website, if any alert is coming, okay, we directly switch. If we, after clicking this, if any alert is coming, we directly switch to this alert box itself. Okay, so
Okay.
that is the features available into this alert class. Alert on object driver dot switch to, where you will switch, you will directly switch to the alert. Okay, then it is having the message that is known as accept. So it will accept that alert. What it will accept? This, it will simply accept like this one. Okay, so what will happen? There are a lot of the changes we have to see. First we will see the output up to this one.
Alert accept in the sense it says that it went to the next window, right, Vikram? What is the action that is performed when you say alert.accept?
Let the browser be open. Browser is open. Now it has taken the from place. Did you see that it was also able to click on that OK?
Not really, Vikram.
Not really. So for that
Close.
purpose,
You have
it
to
will
off
close
from-
it. Okay. So you just focus on the page itself. Don't focus anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
It
so
quit.
fast.
Driver very quickly, so
Yes,
I couldn't.
yes. Yeah. If you wish, you can give over here thread.sleep after this one, so it will wait for some time. Let it open. Yeah, it will appear for the very few limited time. So see when the alert is coming. See, it will click. Now alert has came, and okay, it is also clicked. Means that alert is accepted. Okay. If you see the console, now you can see the console. That is, it is telling that alert demo is the past and the run one failure like this one. So here it is not going to do anything. But if you are taking the help of this alert class, it will simply accept that alert, that is the okay by default, and it will not going to print any type of the messages with you. Okay, but this is the one of the way. Now I will show by commenting this way what are the others things we are having for this type of the work. See, this is the second case over here. You can see a string, we are taking one object at the actual value. Okay, what is the actual value? The value from this one, the actual value is from place is required. This is the actual value. Now we are taking this value into one object. How we are taking? We are taking that value by this one method, driver dot switch to then alert. It will directly switch to the alert, and there is a message. Whatever the text it is present, that is going to be captured by this get text method. Okay. Now after getting that text message, what we are doing, we are simply printing that one, because in the first case we have seen we were simply getting the console, that is the this alert win demo is passed. Okay, but the message anything we are not getting. So now we will try to capture the text also. Let's see what is going to happen this. Have used that alert method. We will focus on the console. What we have got the message at the console. You can see alert. That whatever the message it was
From places. Yeah.
thing it has captured without any. If you don't want to make use of this method, you can directly use the alert.accept. But if you want that message whether it has captured successfully or not, that is the same.
Hello, Vikram, I can't hear you.
Now it
Yes, a bit.
yeah, Prasanti, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes. But it's breaking, Vikram. Your voice is breaking.
See, we are having the captured method, right? Make the comparison that assert equals. You have seen this method somewhere, assert equals.
Yes, Vikram. We just saw it 2-3 days back.
So it's simply for the comparison of the two messages. It may be of any types. It may be of a string, integers, but you need to specify the same parameters. Assert equals, here we are the actual message and our expected message. This is the things. So this is for the customized type of the work. What work we are going to do? The same messages what we were getting, we are trying to make the comparison. The overall agenda of this example is to how we can deal with the alert messages.
This will be even true for the pop-up windows, Vikram, or just for the alert messages?
It is for the alert because it is taking the help of the alert classes. See,
Okay, so then for pop-ups, that's another method, Vikram.
they are the separate codes you need to write. Now you can see it's telling that it is failed. You can check the use of the assert methods. Assert equals. It is telling that expected from place is itna, but found this one. Means both are not equal. That is why this test case get failed. Okay. You can see for the test ng output also. Now you can be able to see that it is failed. It is not passed. Whatever the value it is capturing, that is correct. Correctly it is capturing the alert class. This is the to demonstrate this one. Alert dot accept, whether it is accepting the correct. Is it fine? So this is the two. Okay. I think you asked regarding this alert, how we can handle this alert, right? For the drop down also. Okay. So that we are going to see along with the remaining topic.
Yeah.
Not many topics are. We have to work with the Maven also. We have to work with the Jenkins server also. That we will see. Okay. Seeing all this one. Today we will get the video for this one.
Okay.